If you know us, you won't be surprised that this was our weather forecast for our first trip out with the Li'l Red Caboose on Father's Day weekend. It was actually colder than this.
Driven by adventure, guided by intuition and a compass. Always explore what's around the next bend. I'm R,
And I'm T, and this is
the
the
family
family toy.
toys.
We had a campsite picked out at Canis Bay Campground in Algonquin Park. Rob worked from home and started early, so we got to head out early, just before 3. Traffic was good. We stopped around Huntsville at the High Falls picnic area for a nice little dinner that I had pre-prepared. As usual, I wanted to see what was down and around the bend, so we headed off down the path. What's that on the rock? Look closer, closer. Oh, doesn't that look cozy and comfortable? Just have a little chill out on the rock. We got to our campsite and we were finding it a little bit troublesome to get into the site because of a drop off on the other side of the road. So we thought, well, we'll unhook and just wheel it into place. As you can see, that did not work very well. And our jack barely gets it up to the height that it needs to be to clear the hitch. Using some makeshift traction boards, i.e. wood that we had brought for the fire, we were able to finally push it out of that little divot. We will do some more videos showing the various upgrades that we've done to the Li'l Red Caboose. Around 8 p.m., a large group of very noisy cars pulled into the sites just around the corner from us. They were very noisy all evening, and then finally around midnight, someone yelled across the forest for them to shut up, and then someone else went over and talked to them. They quieted down, but we could still hear them until 1 o'clock in the morning. So when I woke up in the morning, it was nice the tent was dark. I was not happy at what time it was. Hello.
Hello, love.
It's not as quiet as with the tent.
What?
It's not as quiet with you cooking underneath me.
You want coffee?
It's a little early, but I guess so.
What time is it?
It's not even 8 o'clock.
Oh, jeez.
It is 7:44.
How'd you sleep?
Pretty good. The bugs were so bad. They weren't that bad in the fall when we went camping. I'd forgotten what it's like. I even had blood on my glasses. We headed out eastbound along Highway 60 in the misty rain, and our first stop was the Algonquin Visitor Center, located at kilometer 63. It's a pretty cool place, but I think what Rob thought was even cooler was parking next to this Ineos. Very soon after leaving the center, we saw a car parked at the side of the road near an open swampy area, and I knew exactly what that meant. Moose! I've driven all over northern Ontario from Thunder Bay through Quebec through New Brunswick trying to see a moose for like 20 years. And finally, we actually got to see 2 on this day. Can't tell from my camera which clips are from which moose, but it was in the same spot, so that doesn't help either. But it looked like a yearling and probably its mother based on other conversations we had heard. It was so cool. To clarify, we saw 1 moose, the smaller one, on the way out of the park, and 1 bigger one on the way back. While we were watching this moose, a large number of cars had stopped at the side of the road. Park ranger came by, honked his horn, and the moose went away. We continued on our way out of the park and headed to Whitney for lunch. We stopped at a chip truck, but they didn't take credit cards, so we went on over to the Mad Musher. It was very good, but also very slow. After our lunch, we continued down to Bancroft to see my mom and give her some Costco goodies that I had picked up for her. On the way back, we stopped at the Maynooth General Store and had a look around. Lots of good stuff there. We found these beautiful mugs that we picked up. We headed back to the campground, and I'm so glad I had pre-prepped dinner before we had left home. Made it nice and quick and easy to cook up a delicious beef stir-fry. After dinner, we went for a walk and found a path between campsites that led us down to this secluded little tiny beach. Rob really considered going for a swim. The evening's entertainment was crocheting a swatch around the fire and listening to the kids at the neighboring campsites. They were at least a bit quieter that night. I've got to say, the rooftop tent is definitely much darker than our other tents.
It did rain a lot. Okay, so we should do the walk around.
I am, kind of.
What?
I am.
Yeah, we should talk about it.
Well, it's not much point with this camera. I haven't checked to see how good the mic works. I bought a set of magnetic organizers from Amazon. The hooks arrived broken, fortunately. Most of them work well, but because of that black textured paint on the end, I couldn't actually put them there. They wouldn't stick. Paper towel holder works really well. The little basket works well on this end because we don't have that raptor liner. And I've got a little shelf inside there too to hold the smaller items. I started noticing that we'd been tucking things away in that spot under the tent and some other little spots. I hope we don't forget them when we drive away.
Pretty dry now.
I was trying to show how high the counter is. It is a little bit high for me, but then again, I'm a little bit short. Got these great mosquito coils in a solid tin at the Maynooth General Store.
I love it. I think it's really awesome. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fascinating.
We were a little disappointed by the comfort stations and washrooms at this campground, especially compared to Quebec. Everything was just a little grungy, run down. A lot of the showers were out of service. I know this had been before it had been cleaned for the day, but I remember when these were new and everyone thought they were so great to have this showers separated. But look at this. Who designed this? We headed home, and for lunch we had Quartha Dairy ice cream in Huntsville, along with my cherry Diet Coke that I'd gotten at the Maynooth General Store. Oh, the joys of not having kids with us. At the end, while I can't recommend this campground until they upgrade it, the camper itself was a success. If you've liked what you've seen and you want to follow along on our journey this summer, please hit that subscribe button and join us in our next video. We're heading out very soon, and don't forget, always check out what's around the bend.